bringing old ships to life.
Hello everybody, it's Jamie from Old Shipping Lines and welcome back to a new video. And welcome back to a new video in the series War Heroes in White, where we talk about hospital ships of World War I and World War II and even the newest ones today. We talk about their wrecks and their lives. Now, in the video of today, we shall talk about the hospital ship, the SS Acadia, the first hospital ship of the United States in World War II. Now, she would be owned by the Eastern Steamship Lines, and she would be built by the shipbuilders Newsport News Shipbuilding in Virginia. The gross tonnage of this vessel would be 6.811 gross registered tons, with a length of 402 feet and with a beam of 61.2 feet. She had geared turbines giving her the speed of 20 knots. Now, she would be launched on 13 February 1932 and she would be delivered on 7 June 1932. The passenger service she provided was originally limited to the New York-Yarmouth coastal route, and she offered some one-way passengers for New York, Yarmouth, Halifax or St. John. However, on 28 May 1938, whilst she was departing from New York Harbor, she would be in a collision with the vessel the SS Mandalay. Now, the Mandalay was an old railroad ferry that had been rebuilt in 1914 as an excursion vessel for the Boston and New York Steamship Company. Mandalay was running a pre-season schedule, making 3 trips daily down to the Atlantic Highlands. After the ships collided, the Mandalay was run ashore, where she sank with most of her upper works still out of the water. The US Coast Guard cutter, the Icarus, arrived at the scene and returned 268 of the Mandalay's passengers and crew to Battery Park that evening. There was no loss of life, and the wreck was removed later in the summer. Now, the damage to the Acadia was minor. With the beginning of World War II, on September the 1st, 1939, there developed an imminent need to return stranded Americans from Europe. The ship was occupied in this effort for the next 3 years. On her first return voyage from Europe, the elements conspired to test the seaworthiness of the ship. 3 days out of Ireland, the Acadia ran head-on into a violent hurricane that knocked the upper bridge of center, damaged gangways on sea deck, flooded decks beneath, and left 9 inches of water in the engine room. The ship was so badly damaged that she limped into New York 4 days late. The vessel was destined to see many more Atlantic hurricanes. In October 1941, the ship was sent on a mission to Africa with a contingent of Pan-American aviation technicians. Now, because of the dangers involved in transatlantic voyages, the Acadia was accompanied part of the way across by the Navy cruiser, the USS Memphis, and 2 destroyers, the USS Davis and the USS Huet. On this particular trip, the Acadia made the press headlines by her successful evasion of enemy U-boats, which were searching for the ship on orders from Adolf Hitler himself. On October the 16th, 1942, the VSA allocated the Acadia to the War Department in Boston for use as a troop transport and ambulance ship under the newly established Transportation Corps. In May 1942, the Acadia was pulled from regular transport service and retrofitted at the Boston port of embarkation. The ship could now carry up to 1,100 troops on voyages to overseas destinations and transport up to 530 patients on the return voyage. Acadia made her first voyage in this capacity in December 1942. On March the 30th, 1943, the Surgeon General of the Army suggested that the Acadia should be registered as a hospital ship under the convention without delay, because of the pressing situation in North Africa. Later, on May the 6th, the State Department was informed about the decision, and since Acadia had previously been used as an ambulance ship, it didn't require extensive modifications, but mainly new paint and markings. The quick conversion of the Acadia is described by Private Martin Lipschutz. Then followed a short break with layover in New York Harbor, while the ship exchanged her grey war paint coat for a white and green one. The anti-aircraft and other guns, the Navy crew and the troop ship bunks all went off, and after being duly registered under the treaties of the Hague Convention, the new United States Army hospital ship Acadia was ready to sail once more. On June the 5th, 1943, the Acadia set sail from Charleston to North Africa, serving as the first United States Army hospital ship. Acadia was a hospital ship equipped to accommodate 788 patients, and she had 3 surgical teams. unfortunately, it lacked water ambulances. Despite this, she was the larger of two hospital ships that transported US wounded from North Africa. Now, due to a general shortage of ships, only 3 Army hospital ships were available in theatre by the end of 1943. These were the ships the Seminole, the Shamrock and the Acadia. Consequently, only 3,593 patients were evacuated to the United States by hospital ship, compared to 16,284 by troop ship. In the Italian campaign, the Acadia and the Seminole were deployed for patient transportation from the North African rear area hospitals to the United States. Following the Normandy landings, patients were evacuated to the United Kingdom, and the Acadia was diverted to the Mediterranean theatre. The hospital ship made a brief appearance in the Pacific in 1945. The Acadia was decommissioned as a hospital ship on February the 7th, 1946, and transformed to transport dependents of service personnel and troops returning to the United States. This transport service lasted until February the 15th, 1947, when the Acadia was put under a VSA General Agreement for operation by the Eastern Steamship Lines. The ship came under the line's full control on July the 23rd, 1947, after being released from wartime service. After that, the ship remained out of service and was eventually sold for scrap by the Eastern Steamship Lines. Boston Metals Company, the buyer, began scrapping the Acadia at Baltimore, Maryland, on January the 26th, 1955. And that is the end to a video, my friends. Did you all enjoy it? Once again, I certainly loved making this one. And let me tell you, I love making these videos of these lesser known hospital ships. Of course, we all know the HMS Britannic, but there are so many hospital ships with so many amazing stories. For example, the Acadia one. I highly enjoyed making this one. And again, my friends, I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed this video. I quickly want to take a moment to thank all my subscribers. Thank you all so very much. I keep saying it, but without any of you guys, I wouldn't be here. So thank you all so very much for each time watching my video and enjoying it. It really means so much to me. If you have any friends who like ocean liners or ships, please show them my channel. That would help out very much. And if you have any thoughts or comments on this video, please leave them in the description down below. I absolutely love reading the comments of you guys. So yeah, again, if you have any thoughts or comments, please leave them in the description down below. And please also leave in the description what hospital ship or what any ship you would like me to cover on the channel. So, with that out of the way, guys, I wish you all a good night or day wherever you are, and we will see each other on the next video. Goodbye, my friends.
Follow Old Shipping Lines on social media.
Thanks for watching.